to save his son and the world around him. Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain.
This is it. This is finally it. I hope you guys are ready for this review of Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain. This is finally it. So stay tuned for that in my LBT reviews right after I bring up my intro. Finally, my all-time most anticipated movie for 2019 has finally arrived. And once again, hey Mighty Dino fans, this is LBT75. And finally, Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain has popped out in dubbed English version. And how do I think of it?
This movie is good. This movie is surprisingly a very intense, very suspenseful and enthralling thriller that is heartfelt and just incredibly intense.
For those of you who've watched my Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain clips and videos from EBS, I wanted to thank y'all for joining me in my channel. And I just wanted to thank you guys so much with the nice comments and all that. That all being said, let's get into the real review of Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain, shall we? It's been 2 years since I've been waiting for another live-action dinosaur film for kids, since Speckles and Dinosaur, which were great dinosaur movies in my childhood. As for the plot of Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain, it follows Speckles and Junior ready to hunt, but Junior wasn't ready to fit in. And later on, Junior gets taken away by a pack of raptors. Now it's up to Speckles to save Junior before it's too late. Because while they're looking for Junior, Speckles meets an unknown dinosaur friend, which he has never seen before, and tries to fit in. Sounds like an interesting plot story. It feels like a dinosaur movie, but with Finding Nemo and The Lion King, and Walking with Dinosaurs 3D. And that's how the plot is for this movie. What do I think of it? I would say it once and I'll say it again. This is without a doubt one of my most anticipated films in 2019. You may think Avengers Endgame, Jurassic World Battle at Big Rock, and Godzilla King of the Monsters were my anticipated films. They're close to being my anticipated films of 2019. But we'll get through that later. As for Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain, I absolutely enjoyed this movie. Although some scenes could be pretty inaccurate, but just deal with the inaccuracy. I mean, it's okay to be inaccurate. Just because it's inaccurate doesn't mean that it has to be bad. So with that out of the way, let's get into the characters. I know my all-time favorite character is Speckles, but let's get into the new characters I like. One of my favorite new characters is Junior, because he's cute and cuddly looking and curious at the same time. But Junior is one of the most skillful young Tarbosaurus ever seen in the dinosaur media. And we take a look at Blue, which is a little Tyrannosaur with a blue stripe. I mean, she's cute and she's pretty looking. And we get to one of my favorite characters, which is a Carnotaur named Blade. I mean, Blade is really, really, really intenseful characters, just like Diego from Ice Age. But Blade is so curious and so skillful, and learns how to get away with threats that he has never once before. And we get a look at Dusty, which is a monoclonius, and the big head, which seems kind of weird in my opinion, but he's still a fun character because all he does is sneeze and sneezes until the end of the film, which I'll get to that later. And we take a look at Asai, which is a Cychania. He's a funny comic relief. He's like a dinosaur version of Olaf from Frozen, but but more funnier than ever. He's even more funnier than Alex from Walking with Dinosaurs and Zazu from the 2019 Lion King remake, which I'll get through that. And we get a look at Fang, which is Blue's mother, a female tyrannosaur who's looking for Blue after the pack of raptors took her away so they could get rid of the babies for food chain. I mean, Fang is one of the most interesting characters, because when I saw the poster, I thought it would be Blue Eyes, but it wasn't Blue Eyes. It's a female tyrannosaur named Fang, which is pretty good character, a supportive mother, and a supportive character with Speckles inside. And I absolutely enjoy that character. And we take a look at the funniest villains inside a dinosaur movie. The raptors, the Deinonychuses. And they look colorful and intimidating. I mean, the way that the raptors take Junior and the rest of the dinosaur babies is pretty heartwarming. While Speckles was looking for Junior after a pack of Deinonychuses took Junior and the rest of the babies, I was thrilled. When I saw that scene in Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain while Junior was inside that cave around with other dinosaurs, I was pretty suspense and all that. And yes, it's up to the raptors to feed the babies to that giant mutant iguana-like creature, which is so thrilled. And I was shocked that a mutant reptile being inside in a dinosaur movie. Wow. I mean, wow, just look how big that giant mutant lizard is. I mean, he was like a Godzilla. And I have to say is that this guy is Zilla of the dinosaur movies. Because he's big, he's like, he has 2 claws on the hands, in case for weaponized. I mean, is this guy a hybrid or something like that? I mean, he is a great character in this movie. Imagine him being inside Wreck-It Ralph and scaring away the Sugar Rush racers. I mean, that would be funny. I mean, I would just laugh. I would just enjoy myself laughing while that giant mutant iguana scare away the Sugar Rush racers. And yes, enough with the positive. Let's get into one bit negative that I had with the film. Is those giant scorpion scenes. I mean, those scorpion scenes are kind of weird, but once you get past the scorpion scene, you'll be able to enjoy it. At least the scorpions are dead in this movie. I mean, there's no evidence that giant scorpions live alongside dinosaurs, which is clearly not the case, but hey, who knows? But other than that scorpion scene, I couldn't stand it, but at least Speckles killed off those giant scorpions. I mean, Speckles is like a strongest Tarbosaur character since Rexy from the Jurassic World films. And I'm soon going to review Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom in my LBT reviews, so stay tuned for that. But as for Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain, that's the end of my bit of the negative. That's all. And other than that, I really had a fun time with this film. It's one of my most anticipated films ever in 2019. I mean, this film did something really new whatsoever. And believe it or not, it could be my #1 best movie of 2019. Right up there with Avengers Endgame, Jurassic World Battle at Big Rock, Godzilla King of the Monsters, and How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. Overall, I'm giving Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain a 10 out of 10 and an AA+. And yes, it finally gets the LBT seal of approval as one of the best films of 2019. I sincerely recommend this film to any dinosaur lovers. Even when you're a Jurassic Park fan or some Disney fans, you can still watch this movie and enjoy it. Enjoy it with an awesome passion. I sincerely recommend this movie to any dinosaur lovers who love dinosaurs, just like the first Speckles the Tarbosaurus. This movie is awesome. I finally done my review of Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain, and it was amazing. Thank you guys so much for requesting me to watch this movie and review it before everybody else does. And yes, I hope you all enjoy this video, my long time video, my most anticipated film of 2019 has finally arrived. And don't worry, Dino fans, I'm soon gonna do my top 5 best movies of 2019 or my top 5 disappointing movies of 2019, in case you haven't noticed. So stay tuned for that in my LBT channel. Anyways, I'm gonna do a short spoiler review for Dino King Journey to Fire Mountain, and I'll be there soon. This is LBT75. Stay tuned. And EBS, thank you for making this. You turned what is against the 2012 version all the way to 2019's Dino Awesome. And yes, if you're watching this movie, don't let the IMDb score fool you. I just want the IMDb score to 7 out of 10. Not 5, not 6, but back the way it was. 7 out of 10. You're hearing me, IMDb. IMDb, if you're watching this, change up your rating back the way it is to a 7 out of 10 instead of a 5 out of 10. Because that really bugged my life. Back to 7 out of 10 because that movie was good. It was awesome. And it did a perfect job than the first film. Anyways, see you guys next time.
To save his son and the world around him. Dino King.
Thank you very
Journey
much.
to Fire Mountain.
Thank you.